Okay, gonna do a voiceover commentary. 3 tabling right now, 2 tables of 400 NL, both three-handed, and got a table of 200 NL going as well. So I'll try to run through my thought processes in all of these hands. For my tags, the light blue is the knit reg. This color is the knit fish. This color is the aggro / good reg. And the other blue, like this one, is the decent reg. This color is like bad reg / like bad reg / like decent fish. For tags, I am mostly just using HUD stats to evaluate. VPIP PFR gap is the main metric, also looking at 3-bet frequencies and check raise frequencies. Heads up against a more passive reg, probably can't be bothered. If nobody sits soon, I'll probably just move on to another table. Sadly, we don't have a 30% VPIP, so we're restricted from the 30% VPIP tables. Banning the knit regs. Jack 9 here is a low frequency 3-bet against his sizing. Probably just calling, still 3-betting sometimes. Do flop a gutty with a backdoor flush. Gonna go for the check raise with this combo. A fairly high frequency, especially against his sizing. About 3.5x is our default check raise size against this flop c-bet size. I don't really think he's a reg because of stack size, so we're going to change his tag. $529. Here we should be going large or checking theoretically. In reality, I'm just going to bet 1/3 with range against what I perceive to be someone who's over-folding. Looking at his fold to c-bet stat, 45%, and just the tendencies of just these players. Usually this is a defend with a king of spades, but against a 6% check raise, just going to fold. It was pretty close to 0 EV anyway. I'm going to go for the 3-bet with the king 9 suited, and we are calling a 4-bet against this player if they use the right size. Queen 8, pretty good board for the out of position player. Against this size, it's pretty close. With SPRs, I'm just going to fold. I think it was very, very close. But I mean, if it's very, very close, it's close to 0 EV, so we do not get exploited for that much if we do overfold a bit. Is defending all king X suited. Ace 10-4, pretty good board for the out of position 3-better. So obviously folding here. Ace Jack, pretty easy open from the button. I actually think this is a mistake. I probably should just 100 VPIP from the button against this kind of player. Seven, 8, 9. Here, in theory, we are meant to go large or check. Against a lead. I mean, it's close. I'm just going to fold because I think he's like never bluffing here. We do have the nut straight draw, but yeah, whatever. Again, with ace king of spades, going to go for the cold 4. Get called by the button. I think he's like way wider than he should be, obviously. Pretty happy to stack off here. Do flop king with the nut flush draw. Probably just going to bet tiny. I mean, SPR's so low, we can just do whatever. 375, going to bet with range here. I mean, in theory, it's large or check, but for reasons I've mentioned before, just going to bet with range. King's pretty good card for me. Here I'm just going to jam. Going to start polarizing a bit. Especially with this combo, because it blocks the king X suited component of IP's range, and we do just calls off with pocket fives. Yeah, okay, cool. And there's a 100 big blind pot, and we did get it through with the ace queen hearts. Queen 6, easy fold here. Betting with range here. In theory, it's, in theory, it's very high bet frequency. Do we have a gutty? Yeah, to the jack. 3, pretty good card for the IP player. They probably have all the queen 8 offsuit, but still going to go for the very large sizing. 3 betting the kings, obviously. Okay, pretty easy call here. Kings against fires. Run it twice to reduce the variance a bit. Rejected. Go for the gamble. Not a great board. Quads. Pretty good. Five three fold even against the 2.5x. 5-4 offsuit. We are actually 5-4 is nearly always a fold. Yeah, going to go for the 100 VPIP for reasons I mentioned before. They probably under 3-bet. They probably overfold on flops, so it's a lot of auto profit spots. It's pretty close. Gonna go for this. It's kind of awkward SPR. I'm not super happy to stack off with ace 5 against this player, so just gonna go for the call. Usually I do not have a SB calling range against regs, but exploitatively I think it's fine, especially with a slightly more passive reg in the BB. Interesting flop sizing by him. Just gonna fold, obviously. Okay, nice lead, mate. Jack 9's pretty close. Gonna defend this against a smaller 3-bet sizing. Ace Queen 9, pretty good board for the out of position 3-better. We do have to defend at least one street though with the pair. I honestly think this line is a scam. It's not usually a give up. Still gonna bet small though. To kind of target the check fold component of range. It's interesting if folded. I usually perceive the OP 3-bet check as just some kind of middle pair, and they're not checking to check fold, they're checking to check call. Yeah, so I'm actually probably under bluffing against that line. Pretty easy fold with a 4-10. Jack 10, could mix in the 3-bet. Just going to call here this SPR because it would be pretty bad to get denied. 7-9 Jack, I mean, it improves both ranges quite a bit, so he should be going large or checking. I do expect him to probably bet small. On the 9, I mean, if he's using a polar strat, improves his 9x component of range. Still going to bet, though, targeting the king-queen kind of... I'm just going to stop charging my phone. It's a bit annoying. 6, 10-8, it's close. I'm just going to fold. I think I'll just bet 1/3 as a block targeting weaker Jack X, 7x. Usually I default to blocks as opposed to check calls. This is like, is this ever a bluff? This is like never a bluff, but like, do I have to defend here? I mean, can he be raising a worse jack, jack 8? Probably not. 6 and 8, 10? 8, 10's already a straight. I mean, it's very close. Like, it's obviously a call in MDF, but like, is he ever bluffing here? I'm just gonna call. I don't think he's ever bluffing. Ace, queen, what the fuck? Okay, cool. Capable, river, click, bluff. Yeah, I just felt like that is like, that sizing is just like never a bluff. Guess I'm wrong. Calling against the min raise, heads up. We do have the open, and I'm gonna go large here. Get a bit more fold equity. We can barrel a lot of turns. Against pot, we're just gonna fold. Against a tiny size, we would have raised with the double back doors. We're very happy to be playing this guy heads up. Pretty high EV, in my opinion, because he is a spastic, as seen in the... And he just leads here. I mean, it's pretty close, but I'm just going to fold here. I have much stronger components of range. This went check on flop, so I'm going to go for the large size on turn. I mean, exploitatively, I think it's okay, because he probably doesn't protect that range enough. Oh, he could actually have a lot of jack X there. I think it's, yeah, probably a mistake, actually, to do that without the heart, because I can't really double barrel without a heart. And jack X is pretty likely to check back IP, so I actually do think the turn stab was a mistake. Why did he leave? Did he get stacked or something? The reg is down 4 buy-ins to the fish. Cool. Ace jack, pretty easy open here. Gonna get it in if he 3-bets with like 30-something big blinds. Queen 10-8, we have a double gutty, if I'm not mistaken. Gonna go for the largest... Oh, actually, this is probably a range bet in heads up. Yeah, 6 max, like, probably large or check. But heads up, he has so much air, we can just go large. I mean, sorry, range bet. 10 does improve, like, his 10x component of range. We have, like, a tiny bit of showdown, but I'm probably not going to bluff. And we do river the ace, which is reasonable. We're now beating queen x, 8x. Gonna go for a bit of value. Target, like, queen x, 8x component of range. And, like, random pocket pairs. I don't think he ever has a 10 here after he checks river. Because 10 is usually betting just to, like, get called by what he perceives to be an abundance of ace x in my range. Doing quite well this short session. Up, like, 1 point something buy-ins. Seven, ace, 10. I do range bet 1/3 on all ace high boards. Queen jack, probably a mix here. Shorter SPR, don't really want to get jammed on, so just going to call here. Do flop the open-ended and middle pair, so generally pretty happy, although this is pretty good board for the OOP player. Just going to call here. No need to kind of overplay. 10 is a decently good card for me, although he still has a lot of nuts. I don't think I can get better hands to fold, and I don't need to deny that much, so I'm just going to check back to realize. We do river the straight. SPR's 3x pot. I mean, what is his checking range here? Queen x, king x. I'm going to go for large. Probably not going to OB jam with this particular SPR. Feels a bit shallower, like 2x pot, I would probably OB jam. Why is Reg short stacking? I think he's run out of money. Against this sizing, defending, pretty much all suited combos are defending. Pretty bad flop, obviously, just ready to check fold. We are bottom of range here. I'm probably going to go for the river stab instead of the turn stab because I don't have spades, so I can't really double barrel. I did pick up a gut shot to the 5. Pretty easy fold here with little equity. Opening the 4-6 from the button and we flop the fucking nuts. SPR is 7, so we can go like 2/3 and just get it in by the river. 2/3, 2/3, 2/3 is what we are planning to do. Ace-9 suited, pretty clear 3-bet BVB. Queen hearts, I think this combo's perhaps mixing in some checks here. I'm going to go for the range bet here, 6-3-7. I'm just going to call here with the flush combo. Without the flush draw combo, probably raising turn. But we don't need protection from hearts, so yeah. Pretty easy call, obviously, with the fucking nuts. And 2-10 suited. Very interesting. So he called with bottom pair and just decided to spaz off. Okay. Yeah, gonna go back to this when I had the ace-9 hearts. 6-3-7. What's the nuts here? 7-7, 6-6, 4-5. I mean, we all have those hands. So I feel like in theory this is probably a large bet or check. But I am going for a lot of range bets for the reasons that I've talked about. Very happy to see someone with a 72 VPip sit down. Looking like quite a good table here. Open edge, 30-22. Just tag him as like, probably just like medium reg. Just block the pictures just to avoid being distracted. Should I table start here? Kind of seems. Let's have a look. Did I get my VPip above 30? Nope. I think eventually my VPip's going to go above 30 because of all the shorthanded I'm playing. It's somewhat unfortunate I can't sit at the juiciest table because apparently I've been identified as a nit reg, which is not untrue. What the fuck? Why are they so short? If they rebuy for more, I will sit this table, otherwise not. It's pretty close. Sure. I think if I make 2 pair, I'm probably just going to stack them a lot, so yeah. Like, mostly after this guy, obviously. Yeah, I don't really want to play, like, friggin' 25 big blind poker, so... A few tables. Trying to get into this one when my VPip goes down, if it does go down. King 8, bottom of range, open. Easy for Queen 10 against the 3-bets. And we do flop trips. Gonna bet small with range. Pretty happy get it in. Obviously. Targeting, I don't know what I'm targeting, like someone with a 72 VPip, he can have anything. Cool. 8 queen. I do call the weaker 8. Let's look for other tables since we cannot get into this game, it seems. What's going on here? Muligagastar. Mughal Gaystar. That's a very interesting name. Seems like a reg. getting owned by the other reg and the fish, Mike. Mike is a huge whale. Look at his stats. So, yeah, from a bum hunting perspective, I'm always trying to sit on his table if possible. Ooh, finally. Oh my god, why is it so short? I don't want to play this. It's just, I think we get rake fucked when short stacked. Because you can't play big pots. Pretty annoying. Let's look for some other 1-2 tables while we're at it. This is the only one we are not sitting. Looks like a decent table with quite a lot of bread players, juicy fishes. That folded around, right? Okay. Would have been worried if I auto-folded my aces. See if there's any other tables potentially. 3-6, that's it. 2-4, we are already sitting. 1-2, we are on the list for the only promising other 1-2. Okay. Seems to be it for now. Jack 7, close, opening the Jack 9 offsuit plus. Against 4x, even though we do perceive him to be a weaker player, just going to fold. Against larger opens, we are using more 3-bets and less calls because there's more money in the pot to steal and we're not getting as good of a price to see the flop. King 8 off is our bottom of range from button. He's using a lot of pot bets. Is that a pot lead? Pot lead or pot C bet? I think out of position's giving up here a lot. Well, just as I say that. Queen 5 in the pocket kings. What? Okay, so 3-bet pot. Wait, what's going on here? Small blind calls. Oh, it's a limp raise call pot. And then he just donks, okay. To turn the open-ended, gonna go for a bet. Having a look at his win money at Showdown as a proxy for like how stationy he is. To decide whether I would have barreled the river if I missed, but pretty clear fold here, given run out and that it was multi-way. Ace 10 off, fold in theory, but I'm trying to play a pot against big blind, so we're just going to call here. Check turn here. Might go for the OB river line. Okay, we got aces full of 4s. I mean, does he bluff this river much? Okay, go for this one. Yeah, not too sure on that. I mean, it's got king highs, pocket pairs. In theory, I think it's meant to be OB or check, but maybe exploitatively can just block. Is there much merit to checking? Does he blast off? I don't think he blasts off, because I think, like, if he has air, like, random queen high, jack high, he's probably just gonna bet, like, flop or turn instead of blasting off on the river. So, Yeah, I think you can go small or OB on the river. It doesn't matter that much. Would be interested to hear your thoughts, Neuron. Pretty close. Not going to defend this multi-way. Do flop the NFD. I just go for a small block just to see a turn. No need to go too large. I'm never using large c-bet sizes multi-way anyway. Jack's pretty good for the in-position player. Just going to go for the check call here. 7, we do river. Is that showdownable? I mean, not really, but I'm just going to go give up anyway. I can't really bluff with a heart in my hand, especially the ace of hearts. What? You checked back a straight twice? Okay, interesting. Bit of a nit. Oh, shit, misclick. Just giving up here. 9's pretty good for the out of position player because he's defending a lot of 9x offsuit. And we have another red player sit, which is always nice. Just seeing if the other 200 NL table got a bit better. Still like 4 short stacks, so no thanks. Probably slightly annoying to have a short stack to my left. Because it means we can't open like the low equity hands like 7-8 suited as much because we can't really get it in. Jack's against ace 7. How is this guy spewing so much? Okay, he is up a K. So I guess he's the type of player that starts spewing when he's up. Interesting. It just feels lucky, I guess. Actually, if this is heads up, I can open this on the button. Yep. Pretty good board for me. Just gonna range bet. Lol. Okay. How am I playing my range against this lead? What do I think he's got? Queen 9 obviously he's got all of the combos of those. Could have just turned a flush draw and just be donking after seeing what he's done before. So, I think how I'll construct my range is Jack X that needs a bit more protection. I think I'll start raising. With hands that need less protection, like straights and although straights do need a bit of protection. I think given that SPR, given player, probably going to play that turn very straightforward, just calling my flush draws and straight draws and raising my knightish hands. I'm going to go for the ISO here, trying to get the reg out of the pod. 263, going to go for the range bet 1/3 against an overfolding player. Rabito. Not that I care about the turn and river, obviously. Just repping the recreational player. Did I get my VPIP up? Nope. I think I'll get my VPIP to 30 tonight. When people have poker goals, when you start off as a fish, I'll make $200 tonight. When you become a reg, I'll play 6 hours of solid volume. When you become a PP grinder, yeah, I'll get my VPIP up to 30 today. Let's check the tables again. Which one am I not sitting or waiting for? This one's probably still bad. Yeah, no new tables. What have we got? Ace and a 7. Check. Blue flop, middle pair. We are good here quite a lot. I'm going to go for the check call against the IP player. Good block, good check. I just block. Oh, actually, I'm just going to open this hand. Nope, never mind. Just going to be a bit retarded and show random cards. I think I gain like 0.001 big blinds per 100 hands from doing that. So it's worth it. I know this guy has nothing when he just takes that line. Could raise or fold here, just going to fold. Can't be bothered making high variance plays. Oh, we got a primo on the button. Opening it up. Do flop the top pair and the disconnect. Pretty bad flop given the disconnect. Probably large or check. I'm just going to go for the pot. Yeah, trying to like build a pot against Queen X, which I perceive to be not raising me that much if I bet small. So just trying to use the large bet to stack like Ace Jack kind of hands, Queen King kind of hands. Do flop the pair. He limps. It's interesting. Yeah, against someone like that's a bit more aggressive, I'm not going to go for the range bet. I usually do bet with range after he checks flop. Here we still have the best hand a decent amount of the time, so we are going to call it. Check, pretty easy check back. Queen 6 off, interesting. Quite loose. Just gonna fold here with a short stack. It's pretty close to 0 EV hand in equilibrium anyway. Checking for more tables again. Still on the waiting list. Oh no, our favourite player left. think it's a bit of a nit check back with Jack 10, given SPR and the player. Ooh, we get our seat. That was relatively quick.